Hello everyone, I am FTA.
And I'm Tron John.
I'm Yukono's fan, and I'm really close to the mic so you can fucking hear me.
JJ, you don't get to outrank Chris in this, alright?
The problem was that we've been doing Spider-Man for so long and so many times that I just got used to going after you.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Chris.
This Spyro part was recorded directly after the last one, and not a month and a half after.
Yes, even, and Jonathan's just passed out in the corner. That's why he won't be saying anything for the rest of
Jonathan,
the
wake
game.
up!
Mega Man ended. That was Jonathan.
What the fuck?
It's like if Jonathan and Mandark had a freaking baby, like, ah ha ha, Mega Man! Let's go to Peacekeepers.
I love Transformers!
It's outrageous. Truly outrageous. Hey, Jonathan. Station Square.
That's gonna be
Just
fun
a joke
to edit.
no one will get.
Everyone knows Station Square. They've
But
seen
no,
that Vine.
No one will get why Jonathan does that.
World famous Vine. Look, let's just check out that ocean.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
recording a video? It's a Dreamcast controller. And it's movies! God damn it!
My friend was the one from Johnny. Oh my god, is that him? It's Tom going on. Shut up, guys!
Oh, I thought you were talking about, hey guys, guess who I'm with? That's right, it's Ted.
For some reason, the opposite one of that, the one where I do it with Ted, is like my most viewed Vine for some reason, and I don't know why.
So anyway, discounting all the vines you fuckers have made, let's play some Spyro.
Yeah!
Let's talk more about Vines.
I just really like this fucking walking animation that I've never bothered to see until now.
Like, we need to play some fucking Bee Gees while he's walking. Bow, bow, bow. You can tell by the way I walk, I'm a ladies' man.
I'm a lady dragon, no time to talk.
In both this and Transformers, I've drank and then had to note the walking animation, so we need to stop letting me drink before shit. Or else I'll just slow it down to a crawl like, do you see the way this thing walks?
Bumblebee's got a pretty sexy animation when it walks.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
You know, it's not wrong. It is correct.
As a kid, I always hated this world.
Yeah.
Like this hub what I always thought was annoying and boring.
When you first started this, I thought that it was a... Cause, you tested this out. I thought that this was...
I tested the level beforehand. I QA tested it.
Yeah, you QA How old were you when this game came out?
4. Look, I mean, Insomniac's always hiring a QA tester.
4-year-old Chris.
It could have happened.
I like the dragon.
Yeah, but how does it play?
I like how the dragon goes around.
That's great. How many bugs did you find? You were supposed to check the Peacekeepers world.
There's
well,
only
it's-
one bug in it.
it's okay.
It's a dragonfly.
It's a
I
little...
ate all the butterfly. I ate all the bugs. Don't worry, Mr. Insomniac. Xbox is at full health now.
It's a little scary because all these Simpsons keep mooning me.
Mr.
All these
Insomniac.
minions. Fucking minions. Look at them.
I didn't know that in 98.
I like
I was
how
a
you-
better man back then.
I like how you said it right, and I went Mr. Insomniac.
It could be a Mrs. Insomniac. You don't know.
What? So like, from the opening cutscene, it states that Ganasty Gnorc has a spell. Yeah, okay. Cleavage.
E for
Butt
everyone.
cleavage.
Butt cleavage.
Butt cleavage.
It's because that Ganasty Gnorc says he has a spell to turn gems into warriors.
Yeah.
But once you knock out the gem, like it's because like they should technically turn into a gem. Then after you defeat them, a gem shouldn't spring out of them.
This is some weird ass
I
Steven
see what you
Universe
mean.
bullshit.
Yeah. I'm also saying that they shouldn't respawn. Can we go back to the first place? This place is scary.
1,200 stolen. What are you counting my shit
What's
for?
funny is that,
you're
like,
not even a dragon.
The balloonists don't even go with you. They let you borrow the balloon. So why do you have to pay them? Like, I understand paying them for use of the balloon.
You don't even pay them.
but-
They're just like, have you gotten this much back yet? And you're like, yeah. It's like, okay, fucking take it. I don't care.
Well, I know, but like, essentially, he's asking you to pay him for use of the balloon, which I understand. But he's telling you that it's very dangerous. Well, why does it matter if he's sending you by yourself?
The
Blow it
welfare.
up, Chris, blow it up, blow the fucking balloon up.
For it, fucking Marco.
Won't let me go, fuck you.
Oh, that went a completely wrong direction.
Yeah, that didn't-
That went way too far. Oh no. Oh. It's not
Yeah.
perfect, but it's much better than it could.
Are you supposed to be able to get that one with the... Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah. Because you hit those 2 chests and thing over there we blew up.
Luckily, the cannibal knows just exactly the distance to go.
Yeah.
Blow up the exact thing.
Even though it hit this one the first
I
shot.
know, right?
So, anyway, I really like this game.
I would laugh if a cannonball hit that one with where the gem pops out of it, and you have to get it before it goes back in. I
Oh
would
my
laugh if the
God.
dragon.
Oh my god.
What?
I hit the wall and I died.
I would laugh if the cannonball, when it hit it, the gem just popped up, and then you had to walk over and get it.
So for anyone at home not playing along yet, I'm 100%ing the hub world before we're heading into the levels. In case you're wondering why I'm bothering with all this.
Yeah, this will be a 100% run. However,
Until we give up.
yeah, well, essentially we've said if there's a moment, if there's like we get to a stage where there's one gem we can't find, we'll give up and find that off screen.
Mhm.
Just so because we don't want to waste your time.
And we don't
or
want to
ours.
spoil anything for Universe fans who haven't
I mean,
met
at
Peridot
this
yet.
point, how long have we been running?
7 minutes.
We've already wasted 7 minutes of their time.
No, kind of like yes, yeah. But we haven't even got into a fucking level yet.
Hey, we're in a level, not the level.
That's
Or
the hub
an
world.
out level.
Hub world was
Hub
up
worlds are levels.
The levels.
The levels.
Levels.
Yeah, levels.
Blue stacks?
Lebanese.
No,
Okay. Dragons speak Lebanese, you know.
do they?
They do.
I would know because Chris always the cutscene.
The best one to go. Thanks, bro.
Thank you for.
I asked Chris this earlier. Do you think that the dragons resent Spyro for setting them free, but then immediately making them disappear again?
It's probably like what you guys do with Skype, where we have a guest on, and it's like, hey, Steven. Yep. Disconnect them. Drop the call. I remember the first time it happened to me, I was kind of hurt. I'm like, oh, do I need to call back? I guess something messed up. Of course, it could be like Carolina during the Nintendo time.
Just she wouldn't take the hint. We told you in the call no more Twix mix. Go away.
And she was like, I think my Skype's messing up. And I went, yeah, messing up, and I hung up again.
It's like, here, try now. Disconnect. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're already at the wonderful fortune of, there's 3 somewhere. I don't know where, though.
Oh, great.
Wah, wah.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
I'm pretty sure it's probably in this region.
The Kanto region?
No, Johto.
This would be Hoenn because of all the water.
I don't know. I don't know. Kanto has water.
Yeah, but there's more here.
There's not that much water here.
IGN. Jokes. Overused memes that weren't even funny in the first place.
What game? What game was that they gave?
Alpha Sapphire and Omega Rube.
What a roop.
I thought it was a Sonic game that they gave.
No, that was just something that the Sonic Twitter account made fun of him for.
Okay.
It was like Sonic Adventure 5, 7.8, too much boosting or something.
Yeah, because IGN was hiring for like a graphics designer or something, and they're like, "Yeah, we're pretty good at it."
This will date the video terribly, but I still love the one they did yesterday.
You mean months ahead in the future from the time of
the one they
recording.
did on January 23rd, where they were like at YouTube Gaming, R.I.P. Twitch.
Ah,
All right, we're just gonna go into a level.
Clifftown.
The one I always fuck up anyway. So we're gonna
Entering
get out of the way.
Clifftown.
Entering Cliff's Town.
Yeah.
You mean Cliff's
Heathcliff.
excavation site?
Heathcliff, something terrorized the neighborhood.
Alright, what the fuck are we talking about? Let's bring it back to Sonic like we just were trying to. Cliff's excavation site, thank you. I forget who comes...
Dalton, the last dinosaur.
I forget who...
Dalton.
I don't know who came up with that joke, but I know Tails Channel, I think, sometimes
Some
says like...
Generations 2.
Yeah,
Gold
Generation
Quest.
2, Cliff's excavation site. God
I am
damn.
surprised how we haven't had a Cliff in the cartoon yet.
I am, but I'm also not.
Did we?
Hey, Chubby! Don't go to the cinema, alright, on your own, TJ. Bad things will happen.
I'm so glad we don't have an on-camera portion. So we're 10 minutes in, but I might need to ask if we can redo this because I'm pretty fucked up by whatever the hell TJ just did.
I distinctly remember not liking this level at all.
I remember not really liking this whole hub world, like any of the levels in it, or the hub world itself. This whole section, I think it's not a great second world.
Did you like the Magic World, the next one? Where everything's really gimmicky-ish?
I don't even remember this
that's so-
game.
That one stands out. This one's just boring.
No, it's just a desert area.
Name
It's
one,
like
name,
copying Mario.
name one game that's a fun desert area.
Unleashed.
Super Mario Brothers
Daytime.
3?
Super Mario Brothers 3.
You think so?
Yeah, that's probably the best desert level.
It's not very good though. It's the best of a bad bunch. It's not very good.
Better than Arid
But it has
Sands
the sun level.
You like that level?
Yeah.
That sun's mean. He's trying to hurt you.
That sun scared the shit out of me.
That's why I like it.
I still think the scariest thing that I've traditionally encountered in a video game is the final
Shit.
boss of DuckTales.
Oh yeah,
That vampire duck
Oh my
as a
God.
kid scared the fuck out of me.
that was awful.
Yeah, those are the two I missed.
I'm trying to remember, there were some other parts of games that used to scare me as a kid. Like I would not play them in the dark.
The original Resident Evil, like, it's laughable by
I
today's
never
standards.
even played the. I never even came close to playing those.
I never
games.
got that. I remember one time I was playing it and I was my father had bought a bunch of games of one of his work colleagues. He brought them home and one of them was Resident Evil. I was like, I want to play it, but I was like 10 at the time. I was like, but it's 15. It's ranked at 15, so I'm kind of a bit So my dad said he'd sit with me and we play it. And we got up to the bit right before the first zombie, and my dad just kind of like grabbed me and screamed, and he scared the fuck out of me. I was like, "What's that?" He was just like, "Bah!" Oh God!
That's hilarious. I distinctly remember like one of the first times that I remember being like terribly frightened was my dad used to have a full Frankenstein's monster outfit, and
I thought you were just going to say a full Frankenstein's monster and end it there, and I was going to say, okay, I understand.
That's pretty scary.
I don't know why he's got it, but I understand why you'd be scared of it.
my last name's Frankenstein.
Tron John Frankenstein.
That has to be my new username.
No, your username is Twan Brown.
God damn it, TJ.
But anyway,
You ruined everything, TJ.
anyway, I distinctly remember we were I had already gone trick or treating, and I was helping my mom pass out candy, and all of a sudden my dad came around the corner of our house as Frankenstein, and the kids that were there didn't pay any attention to it, but I went like lost my mind and ran in the house.
I bet you were an adorable little whiny baby.
Whiny
Still
is
is.
right. Still is right.
I still am.
I wish I was alive.
If y'all,
Chris, what?
if y'all would quit whining so much, I could fucking whine about how much you're whining.
So,
Kill me.
Chris, how about you then? So, like, scariest thing in a game for you, Chris?
God.
Yes. Gnasty Knock.
I mentioned last time how World 1 scared me, I guess, kind of creeped me out. Another thing is...
What, Spyro?
Yeah. Wait, did I? Hey, you all probably watched it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Back me up if I do. Hit like, thumbs up, and subscribe. The other thing that got me... Sonic Adventure 1. It was one of the flashback cutscenes with Call, where the Master Emerald is on fire, and the whole shrine's, like, fucked up. And she's all sad, and the music's all fucking creepy. It's that... music. I don't know. It scared 5-year-old me a lot.
You know what's weird? Because I watched, like, I played SA1, it was fine. There was nothing scary about it.
Mhm.
But I had this thing when I was a kid, looking at something on the internet made things scarier for some reason. Like, I could watch old movies of, like, Godzilla, but if I was on Google and everything, a Godzilla picture on, like, Google, it made it scarier somehow. And I remember one time there was this, I was watching these really low quality, like, quick time, like, Japanese trailers for SA1.
Uh-huh.
And it cut to the bit where it shows, like, from the intro, like, chaos, perfect chaos is like
Oh,
the
God,
eye and like
yeah.
the roar. I was just like, why is this so scary? Like, I played this game. Why is this really small, crappy quality version of that cutscene freaking me out for?
Right?
I know, right?
So, since we're already incredibly off topic anyway, I relate to that. For anyone not in the know, I live like half an hour from all the Mothman stuff. Where all that happened.
God!
So I'd read stories of that on the internet all the time, and I had the same exact thing, and like artist renditions, and it was all so fucking creepy. But I could just literally look around in my room, grab my Mothman book, and look at it and go, oh, this is fine. But the same shit would be on the webpage.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
scary because it's on the webpage, the background's black, like bright green text, and some guy going, yeah, my wife saw it and now she can't see because fucking Mothman
Pull her eyes out!
fucking blinded her, but...
You know what? You know what's sad is that I had a similar experience, but not on the internet.
Mine happened offline.
In the real world.
Why are all of us talking like that redneck being interviewed for some Mothman documentary?
Because I fucking come from there. And I've watched every Mothman documentary.
Chris was that man. I saw the Mothman. He was down the road.
Mothman.
The scariest one was the dude who had his dog taken by the Mothman.
Ah.
Did you see the Richard Gere movie, Mothman?
I did, and I forgot about it because it was awful.
My favorite thing that in the opening 5 minutes, the only time that they show Mothman is when Grace from Win and Grace is driving down the road.
Yeah.
That fucking really crappy zoom in of some guy with a bad moth mask and like really fake teeth.
The one from the trailers?
It was like the worst looking costume of all time.
Okay, no. So here's what I was getting at. My first my first scary experience with the Mothman
Oh, you got
was
one.
on Unsolved Mysteries. They did, and look, it's a crappy dramatization of like you know cold cases that haven't been solved. And in one episode, they did one about the Mothman, and the dramatization that they did was these people were in their house and they had a big, large window like leading out to like a bay window leading to the outside.
I already know where it's going.
And their lights went out, and then they looked at the window and there was a guy.
Oh, the lights went out.
There was a guy with like
Zooks!
with like giant butterfly wings, bright red eyes, and then like antenna. And that was all you could make out of the figure. And they like hid behind the furniture, and it was just at the window, and it was just going. No, I shit you not. For some reason, I still have a fear of like big bay windows where I can't see outside because it's too light. And I'm just like I've closed the blinds.
TJ, I think I might have seen that same exact thing. It had the same exact fear. Like I honestly,
Right?
yeah.
I wanna find this thing now.
I probably tried to repress it because it affected me. Yeah, I mean.
Well, okay, it didn't make that noise. I just imagined that's the noise that someone would make if they were waving their hands back and forth in front of a bay window.
For anyone at home who has no idea what the fuck a Mothman is, just pause, go read into it. It's fascinating and fake. And then come back.
The movie's terrible.
Don't watch the movie.
I've
Mothman
never
Prophecy
seen
is
the
a
movie.
terrible movie.
The book is fine. Don't read the movie.
I have a friend who's obsessed with that shit.
Yeah, well, she'd love to come by where I live.
She said,
Because
yeah.
all that shit's there.
Shout out to my homegirl Madison. The Mothman ain't real, right? Shout out it.
Yeah, like the town where that all happened, I mean, it's a boring-ass town, but there's a pretty cool Mothman statue in it that looks nothing like anyone's ever described the Mothman as.
There's a nice place called Hilltop Pizza. You can get Sonic-themed pizzas.
That's
What?
nearby, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, it's really good. Shout out to Hilltop Pizza.
I actually thought
Soon
that
you'll be able to find where I
they had a
live.
Sonic-themed pizza, and then I was like, oh, Hilltop Zone. Duh.
Got it.
It's literally down the road from Hilltop Road, which is near my house. And if anyone wants to
Remember
find me...
Windy Hill Road?
I like how you said that. They're like, no. like, you're mocking your own comment you made.
I said it, and it's like, no one's going to want to hang out with me. I can barely get you two to hang out with me.
Just like, yeah, if someone wants to come see me, who the fuck's, what are you fucking stupid? Don't do that.
FTCR.
You watch-
Subtitle, so it's finally come to this.
You watch, the one person who shows up at my house is the Mothman. It's like, so that was a pretty interesting part of Sparrow. He's like, I was waving
Just
through.
knocks on Chris's door over the.
I was waving through the window, trying to get your attention in case you couldn't hear the door. Moderately, like, incredibly concerned, yet
I want to do that now. Just turn up at your house at like 3 in the morning.
I can't think of the word, but I love this idea of the Mothman being like this shy, backward fucking FTCR viewer. He's like, I just wanted to see how you were doing. I hope I didn't disturb you. I thumbs up and subscribed like
He
you
just
asked.
has a laptop and he's just like, they're talking about me. But he's not talking to anyone because he doesn't have any friends. Just like every other FTCR viewer.
Hold up. We say that, but we have to clarify. Us too, because we can't insult the audience with anything we wouldn't say about ourselves.
That's true. I'm barely friends with you two guys.
This might be the one FTCR part we have that's completely incomprehensible to anyone but us.
Oh my. Okay, so.
And including us after the fact.
God, so okay.
I'm the only one who's drank.
Spyro the Dragon. This is a game we're playing. You may not
We're in
know
the
that
ice caverns.
if you were just listening to the audio of us. But you know, before we sat down to do this recording session, which takes place exactly after we did part 1, as Chris said,
we bought Gold Mario.
it's weird because you know what, like it's what threw me. I hadn't played this game in years. I haven't touched it in a while. You know, I loved it as a kid. I haven't touched it in a while. But
Yeah.
it struck me how awkward controlling the camera is.
Yeah.
Because it's not. You would imagine in this day and age, it would just be put on the right analog stick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's L1 and R2. Sorry, it's the 2 buttons, L2 and R2, which can make some of the platforming where you need to chase people and be fast. Unless you know exactly what you're doing with the controls, like to control the camera, you fucked.
And you would hope at the least the PS3's emulation interface would have like a whole bunch of options for that. Like if the game doesn't have the camera on the analog stick, we can adapt it, and now it works.
I'm not sure.
Like,
Would that include too much behind the scenes coding for them to
Probably.
switch that? Yeah.
But I mean, like all the stuff they're doing with PS2 and PS4, like they have to spend a month or two just to get trophies in now. So maybe someday, if they ever bring PS1 games, you can have cool options like that. Not getting my hopes up.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I can-
Stefan. You basted. You know, so.
You coded the PlayStation 4. Fuck you, Stefan. Oh god.
What are we fucking the South Park games? What song was that?
I get that reference because I've never. What?
It is in the South Park, in the first South Park game. That actually is the noise the turkeys make from level 1. Your default weapon is a snowball.
Yeah.
You can throw at enemies.
Oh, I thought I needed to bump into that guy again, but then he fell.
And then the bad guy falls.
And then I do. Oh,
Escape!
fuck.
From the LP of boring.
Ha ha.
Everyone's really enjoying this Mothman Prophecies movie commentary.
We should do one for that movie and just trash it for the entire film.
Honestly, you could just take this audio track and put it over that movie. It'll probably make exact sense.
Yeah, it'll probably sync up perfectly. It's like one of those weird Pink Floyd things.
like the Wizard of Oz and like
Dark Side of the
movie. Yeah.
This LP syncs up perfectly
With this LP.
with this LP.
Is that an actual thing, or is that just some joke that
No,
goes around?
apparently it does. Like, it obviously it isn't the whole movie, but for the length of that album,
Yeah.
it kind of matches with what's going on with Wizard of Oz.
Oh. Well, I play video games, but I still think that's a better use of my time than that. But we got Mr. fucking World of Warcraft over here. Spouting out
Jesus,
his
yeah,
fucking nonsense. You said it on Twitter, you may as well say it here.
Yeah, so Chris I as a joke, I opened up my World of Warcraft and I was
You want to see my character?
yeah, as a joke, hashtag.
Hashtag first he was watching a Smash Brothers stream when we were recording. Then he went to go play some Warcraft.
Quarter circle air flip.
Quarter circle back air flip beat.
Z string.
Pro strats.
Z string.
I don't get it.
So anyway, so Chris asked me how long in terms of hours I've played World of Warcraft.
The next 20 to 30 minutes preceded him having to check dozens of characters.
Yeah. To
I don't exaggerate
that
when I
out.
say dozens.
no, it's probably a dozen, maybe 15
It
characters.
sure took you fucking forever.
It did. You're right. Well, because it had to load.
I like how aggressive Chris got in that one. Fucking forever.
That was 20 minutes of my time I could have been playing Spyro.
That's you're right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so when I finally figured it out, I've played for 263 days,
Jesus.
Which
which
is
6,632 hours, or 6,232.
and yet you can't put the 4 fucking hours in to beat Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, I've
4 hours?
okay. So
It
I
is a joke.
spent
It's fun.
200 hours. Like, my biggest file is like 200 hours in Banjo-Tooie, and I thought that was bad. And then when I started playing Warcraft again recently, I remembered how bad that is.
When I started playing Warcraft lately, I put 200 days in and realized how bad that is.
My girlfriend left me, I lost my job, my parents moved, but I was still playing Warcraft.
And then my girlfriend gave me 2 copies of Spyro 4.
Oh my god.
I'm never letting her live that down, by the way.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, okay. So here's the thing. So I mean, it's not like she loved it so much she bought it twice.
Oh, she did.
She lost the first one and she was like, oh man, I guess I'm just gonna have to rebuy it. So she bought it again and then found the first copy and just went, oh well, I'll just keep both then.
Despicable.
What I don't get though is somehow me and Kerry have 3 copies of Diddy Kong Racing. I have no idea where that 3rd copy came from.
Huh. Interesting.
TJ, did you just drop it off just to fuck with them?
No, I never owned Diddy Kong Racing. Can I have one of those?
There are 2 of them in English, so no. They won't work on your system.
Oh,
You can mod the chip.
Nope, not for the power one. You can with
American 2
American
PAL.
and American and Japan you can, but you can't because the PAL cartridges are completely different for some reason. They won't work.
interesting.
Okay.
If true.